already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They say you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why but you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, Just for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch.
Since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I had it. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long, that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the bip. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip, crush.
Yeah. They took it to 10. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. To 70, Indy.
Alert flag, flare.
Shift. X3, 218, chopper.
On first down, Jones. It's caught, Smith. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Topper!
Now Jones. And he finds Penny. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Come on, set, 50, plant. All day, baby, all day. Back, hey, lock it. Hustle. Step.
A first down carry for Barkley. Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Bam. Kill. Get it.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good for a giant first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Everson Griffith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Ingram holds it in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tight end right. Tight end left. 3 down. 3 down. They're going to 88. They're going to 88.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Jones. Finds his tight end, Ingram. The dump-off gets him 9, so now they're in much better shape for 3rd down. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. On 3rd and 2, Jones. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out. And now they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go.
No score.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Now he's forced out left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Check 56. Here we go.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And some space here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
The Giants take over first down.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's got room. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Cousins gives way to Cook. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action now, Cousins. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Right. He's down right. Down on the right.
They run. Cook. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Minnesota.
To Hunt. 180. Check flag 47. Too little, Captain.
Cousins on first down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Let's go, defense.
On the ground, it's Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he finds Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now Cousins. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here I come.
Score.
Here I come.
Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Pick it up.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. On first down, Barkley. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
2nd and 9 now. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still clean it. Leave it. Bring up 48. Y'all playing the wrong. Hey, Foxtrot. Check right 47. Check right 47. Not today, you are. Not today. 47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Cook.
Come on, boy.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Run.
And the Vikings first down.
Let's go. Behind! 180! 47! 65! Kill the under! Kill! Showing it! Recon, 132 fighter!
On 1st and 10, Cousins. They'll dump this off to Cook. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Behind!
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Bailey's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Behind! 180! Check 56.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Hey, yo. 56 is mine.
First down. Here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Cousins. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point try by Bailey. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
57. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 41 yards. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Cousins. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Cousins to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Barkley, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones, and the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 5.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Check my 47. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Gun.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Cook. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Check, 47. It's our time. It's our time. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Yeah. Two.
To throw is Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Let's get out the field, defense. Kill, 382, 850. Kill, turn up.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Jones to throw again. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Go! 90 Wolf! Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball. Hey, Echo. 55, Mike, 55. Let's go.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To throw again, Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And all the way play inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Jones now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Hey, Alpha, on the ball.
Throwing again. Jones. He completes it to Tate. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Well, he's done his part, Charles. No doubt about that. Maybe he's going to go over to the sideline now and tell this defense, hey, let's go. Step up.
And if they do, they've got a chance because right now he's become a force that hasn't been stopped from his side. 3 touchdowns rushing already. Eager for more. If they get any type of stops, we've got a heck of a game on our hands.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, man, watch the boot.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Greystone, travel. Ready.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Finds his tight end Ingram. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Let's go.
Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Barkley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. I got it.
Now Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Rosas good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Single, slot. Hey, wahoo!
Cousins to throw. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
Situation should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
First down, here's the run with Cook. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. On 3rd down, Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
The Vikings going to signal for the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. So they get the 1st down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Minnesota, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.